good afternoon. My name is Amanda and welcome to the Dunn Creative. Before we get into this pick a card reading, I just wanted to let you guys know I have a live stream channel where I go live doing readings over there a few times a week, and a writing/vlogging channel. And if you are interested in booking a personal reading with me, you can always email me at amanda@dunnphotodesign.com. Links for all of that can be found in the description below. But for this very, very exciting pick a card reading, we are going to be figuring out what wish is coming true for you, what blessings are you about to be showered with, where will you finally be recognized? That is what we are tuning into today. So if you are new to pick a card readings, I just ask that you close your eyes, take a couple of deep cleansing breaths to center your energy, and focus in on pile number 1 with the Modern Witch Tarot, pile number 2 with the Muse Tarot, and pile number 3 with the White Newman Tarot. If more than one pile calls out to you, there may be messages for more blessings and more recognition and more miracles and wish fulfillment coming for you than just in one pile. But once you've selected that pile or piles, you can go ahead and check the description box below for the timestamps, and I also pin them as the top comment. But please remember, these are general readings, so only take the information that resonates with you, your life, and your situation, and just go ahead and leave the rest behind. So without delaying this any further, I'm going to give you a moment to meditate on your cards, and I will see you over at your reading. Alright, group number 1 are those of you who selected the Modern Witch Tarot. This is going to be your message. What wish fulfillment is coming in for you? What blessings? Where are you being recognized? We've got a lot coming in, and they told me to keep it all. Normally I just draw 2. We've got 4 cards here, but look how we're starting out your reading. We are starting it out with a bang. Group number 1, where am I going to set this? Let me move these cards over here. Okay. Woo! Whoa. And I don't know if you hear that thunder. I wanted to do a more subdued or kind of mood lighting vibe because it's like 11 a.m. Mountain Time where I'm at right now, and we have a storm rolling in, and I thought, ooh, I'm just in the mood for some ambiance, some atmosphere, and wow, we're really starting out with a bang, literally, with that thunder. Okay, wow, look at all this major arcana. All 4 are major arcana. There is a major shift, I have chills, guys. Wow, we really are starting this reading out with a bang. I would not have expected this. I just thought, oh, let's do a fun, light reading. This is highly spiritual, you guys. Like, we're already, oh my gosh. I'm almost speechless. There is a lot of wish fulfillment coming in. I mean, we're already talking about wish fulfillment with that star energy. We are really channeling the star into this reading, the blessings coming in, the recognition, the reward. But this is not just an easy one thing for you. This is something you have worked diligently or fought tooth and nail. Some of you have fought tooth and nail and overcome a lot of your own, self-sabotage to create this change in your life, this major shift, major change. Wheel of Fortune, there could be some money, inheritance, just a lightening of the load as far as workload, or maybe shifting to a job that you are actually passionate about instead of one that just pays the bills. Wow, this is so powerful. And you guys have had a recent level up with your soul. Some of you might identify as starseeds, light workers, walk-in souls. We also have a lot of higher self coming online, so you have raised your vibration a lot. Those of you who have or are currently working on overcoming some limiting beliefs, some bad habits, releasing toxic people from your life, this is working so well in your favor. Like you don't even see how powerful this is yet, but very soon. Many of you have been looking into the past as far as closing out old cycles, releasing the wounds from the past, healing, a lot of healing in this energy here as well. So you might have been dipping back into the past or doing shadow work or inner child work, releasing wounds from the past, traumas from the past, and overcoming them. And maybe some of you have felt like, oh, I've been in this for a minute. I've been like in a dark night of the soul for a minute. But we've got Leo energy on the board. We've got Taurus energy. We've got Scorpio energy, Aquarius energy, more Leo energy, and Capricorn energy. So I don't know if any of those astrological signs mean anything to you, or wherever these signs are within your chart, this is going to be a very important place for you to just place your focus for the foreseeable future, where these wishes are coming in. But you're overcoming physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual obstacles that have been in your way. And you're going to see, I mean, there is no denying being able to see these results with the sun here. It is highly illuminated. You guys, I don't even want to move on to the next cards because there's so much coming through, but I think I need to keep it going because your guys' reading is going to be 80 minutes long. Wow, I'm so excited for you. And I think you guys set a precedence. I'm going to probably pull 4 cards for each pile from the tarot. I was just going to do 2, but wow. You guys really kicked us off here. Wow. And strength, protection. This is a very similar message here. And I'm hearing Archangel Michael and Archangel Raphael coming in. And those of you that work with Archangel Zadkiel, this is just going to be a confirmation that yes, you have been working with Archangel Zadkiel. And we have here protection with the number 38, which is adding up to 11. So you might have been seeing a lot of, 9/11 or 11/11. Just the number 11 is playing a very significant role in your life at this time. And maybe even some of you are life path 11, soul urge 11, personality number 11. You can look into your own numerology. But then we have the Lady of the Lake, absolute truth, courage, self-respect, and responsibility. Wow, this is just so much of what we've been talking about, but this also kind of elevates the reading for me that you guys are, we've got an 8 here, which is about taking action. It's about reaping financial abundance for past effort. This is about quick moving energy as well. And we have the sideways 8 or infinity symbol here above her head. So there is this element of you guys taking action in a direction, or past actions you have taken are really coming in to protect your present and your future. You've created a really stable foundation for yourself. And like I was saying, like clearing out responsibilities. I think I had mentioned something about, leaving a job that, isn't really hitting the mark for you. It's just kind of paying the bills. And maybe that sense of responsibility. Yes, you still have this sense of responsibility, but it's not from a I have to perspective. It's an I want to or I'm going to sort of perspective moving forward. Okay, what else is coming in? For group number 1, blessings, recognition, wish fulfillment. What do we need to know about this for group 1? Wow, you are protected. And there's Archangel Michael. Yes. Sorry, guys. Double message of protection, and I was channeling Archangel Michael coming through, so he is definitely here. And it says, thank you, Michael, for surrounding me with your protective light. So that just confirms what we've been talking about. Let's get one more. For group 1, please, Spirit. Focus your mind. So this is all about setting intentions. Thank you, angels, for helping me focus on my priorities. Yeah, allowing some of these back burner things, or these I should do this or I should do that, but it's just not on my heart to do these things. It's okay to release them and let them go, even if they are going to be like disappointing other people. It's not your responsibility to appease everyone in your life, and no matter how hard you try, you still won't be able to. That's the thing. Also on the back of the deck, we have the inner voice card. Thank you, angels, for guiding me through my inner voice. So your intuition is on point. You're listening to that intuition. But with the focus your mind card, this is about setting those really positive intentions and following through. And intentions are slightly different, or quite a bit different actually, than expectations. Because when we expect something, if it doesn't happen, we have this disappointment. But when you have an intention set, you just know whatever is meant to happen will happen. Doesn't mean you're just waiting around for a savior or for things to magically appear in your life. This is you taking action and intending that those actions are going to have or pay major dividends to you by continuing to move forward toward your goals. All right, let's see what else is coming through for group number 1. Please, Spirit. Wish fulfillment, recognition, blessings, just anything in this arena. Woo! Okay, there's detachment, and that is the thing with setting intentions, is kind of, I know what's going to happen. As far as what's meant to happen will happen, but of course I have to take action, or nothing's going to happen that I feel any sense of control over. But detachment. With detachment, you finally feel whole inside, with or without the fulfillment of a particular desire. Ironically, that's often when it's fulfilled, and that's absolutely correct, at least in my knowledge and experience in life, absolutely correct. Let's see what else. So yeah, setting our intentions, but detaching from that intent, that expectation of something happening. But then we have deepening, and that is absolutely indicated here. Once you're on the earth for enough lifetimes, your old soul will begin to long for non-grasping detachment, there's that word again, and surrender. They bring peace of God. So this is you deepening your connection to spirit, deepening your connection to your own higher self as well. And we also had another card that fell to the floor. And this one says right action. Aparigraha literally means let everything that wants to go, go, and everything that wants to come, come. And that is, it is what it is. What is meant for me will come, and what is not meant for me will fall away. But of course, taking action, it's even in the card, action. Taking the right action in the direction that you want to go. So one of the blessings coming through, or the wish fulfillments coming through, is you're going to know exactly what direction to go. Especially those of my wonderful pile ones that are watching right now that have felt lost or directionless for some time, or felt like you were spinning your wheels and it was just one karmic relationship or one karmic situation after another. But now you are like getting traction within those grooves that you've dug for yourself and finding your way forward. That's really what I see with this. Okay, so we're going to get one of these Awakened Dreamer cards. This is just kind of a little bit of word of advice about this wish fulfillment coming in. And then we're also going to find out what months of the year. We're going to draw 2 cards. If we can hopefully just get 2 cards from this pile for you, to see what months, or maybe kind of a timeline between this month and this month, that this or all of these wonderful blessings are coming in for you, group number 1. All right, so what advice does Spirit have for group 1 in this wish fulfillment, recognition, and these blessings coming in? I'll have what I'm having. There's no need to try and manipulate the universe into giving you something you don't have, because the truth is you already have everything. It may simply be tucked away. The trick is in fine-tuning your awareness to remember that what you want, you already have. And I know when we want to maybe say build a new house or have a baby, or these big life-changing transitional energies, find that soulmate, whatever it is, we may feel like if we don't have that, we are lacking. But think of this. I look at my past self before I became pregnant. When I wanted that child so badly after my first miscarriage, and then the second and third, I did get my oldest child after my first miscarriage, and then 2 more miscarriages, and then I got my second child. But hindsight being 2020, I can look back and know beyond a shadow of a doubt that I would become a mother. And just tuning into that future version of myself where I was that mother, if I could give myself that advice back then, things probably would have been much easier and less devil energy. So whatever it is you're hoping to attain, just know a future version of you, or a parallel version of you, is already living that life or experiencing that relationship or whatever it is. So tuning in to that version of yourself, and there's Spirit checking on in with some confirmation, but tuning into that future version of yourself is going to help bring you towards it. And of course, that's not you standing still and waiting for this version to come to you. No, you're taking steps toward this version of yourself every day. Okay, let's go ahead and get a timeline for when these things are coming in for you, group 1. Which is wish fulfillment, manifestations, blessings. When are the best months, or kind of a time frame for group 1 for their manifestations? Okay, so we have the month of May, and we also have January. So I'm really actually tuning into between May and January, and at the time of my filming right now, we are actually in the midst of this. We are between these energies, so we are in from May to January. We're in July when I'm filming this. But if you are in, say, February, I would say, a few months out between May and then January again is when this is going to possibly happen. And May and January are the months that are highlighted for really big transitional events to come in for you. And I know these months are still a ways away, those of you watching at the time of my filming, but just maybe set a reminder on your phone for the 1st of May and the 1st of January that Amanda from the Dunn Creative said something really transformational and transitional and amazing was going to happen this month, just so you don't forget. And then you could also come back to this reading and check in if that's what happened. Alright, Group 1, that is what I'm seeing for you. Please feel free to let me know below what you thought, any stories you want to share. I always love to hear from you. And I just want to say a very special thank you to those who have been clicking that super thanks button. It's the little heart with the $sign in the middle of it right below this video here. That has literally been keeping my channel afloat. So thank you so very much for those who have been supporting my channel in that way. And those not wanting to send super thanks but still would like to give back to the channel, you can always, I do have my PayPal linked below as well, you can always send a donation there. Never ever expected, but always greatly appreciated. And may you be blessed 1,000-fold for everything that you give. Thank you so much. Alright, you guys, thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribe, super thanks, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you, Group 1, right here back at the Dunn Creative. Alright, bye. Alright, Group number 2, or those of you who selected the Muse Tarot, this is going to be your message of wish fulfillment, blessings, and recognition coming for you. And just like what happened at the start of Group 1, we have some thunder going on, and this kind of gloomy summer storm day really inspired me to kind of set a little mood lighting. I got a little darker kind of setup than I normally do, but I'm here for it. I love the ambience of a good summer stormy day, so let's get into this. For Group number 2, wish fulfillment, abundance, blessings, recognition coming Group number 2's way, please Spirit. Let us know all the things we need to know about what is coming for them. And we're going to get 4. I was only going to get 2, but Group number 1 had 4 cards come out, and it just felt so right. And it was so powerful. I'm so excited for them. Okay, and I'm probably going to be super excited for you as well. Let's see what's coming through. I'm going to put these over here. Those out of the way. Okay, so dare we. Okay, we have 9 of Voices. We have the 3 of Emotions. And so 9 of Voices is 9 of Swords. 3 of Emotions or 3 of Cups. We've got 4 of Emotions or 4 of Cups. And the 9 of Inspiration or 9 of Wands. So you guys may have felt like you have been working forever. Remember The Sandlot? I love that movie. You guys have been at this for a minute. You have been trying to make something happen or struggling in life, maybe for most of your life or for years and years. And things are about to shift because we are asking for blessings. You're overcoming this stress, this anxiety, this insomnia, this just worry about where's my next meal coming from? How am I ever going to find the one, or how am I gonna do, whatever fear you have about achieving your success or your abundance in life, or, being able to live your mission or your purpose. You're overcoming these fears, these obstacles. Because with the 3 of Cups or 3 of Emotions, this is soul family. You have a lot of soul family connections. Those of you who don't feel you have very many of them right now, just wait. They are coming for you. And some of these people may be someone you meet online, someone who's even quasi-famous or some sort of influencer, someone who has some sort of platform. I'm really reading this, sorry about my phone over there, I'm really reading this person here as like an Ariana Grande kind of looking lady. I know she's got blue hair here, but her face, especially in this depiction here, looks very much like Ariana Grande. So there might even be this up level of your singing voice, or you've been wanting to get back into music. Those of you who are interested in music, or even if you're just singing along to the radio or your favorite songs in the car on a road trip, Spirit, major chills, guys. This is major download coming through. Get connected to your voice. Both of these are really indicating that there's this desperate need to express yourself, even if it's just for fun in the car on a road trip, or, with your best friends or with your kids in the car. I don't know why I keep seeing you on a trip or in the car with other people. But singing, connecting to that voice, speaking something out, maybe even writing your own songs, writing a book for some of you, writing some sort of blog, or writing for your content if you have some sort of platform, just planning ahead for content, for uploads, for shorts, for videos, for pictures, whatever it is. you're really getting focused on wanting to plan for your future. And I know we don't have the Two of Wands here, but I'm really picking up a Two of Wands energy with what we've got going on here as well. But with this Four of Cups, some of you just may have felt really bored or just kind of blah or over it. But the beautiful thing about this is the Three of Cups is depicted here, and then she's in the Ace of Cups. And a lot of times people will interpret the Four of Cups as, there's something you're not seeing. The universe is trying to offer you something and you're just not seeing it. I don't see it that way for you. What I see is you understand the Ace of Cups that you're going for. And you're really focusing on the Three of Cups, the connections of the soul connections in your life, or lack thereof. For some of you, that's a lack thereof, but this is turning around. This is shifting. This is wish fulfillment. Sorry again about my phone. This is shifting and turning for you. And I really do see this little center point of this flower of life here as the sun. So wherever the sun is transiting in your chart currently, and wherever your natal sun is placed in your birth chart, please look into that. And when the sun transits your 10th house, Spirit is already telling me major shifts, major changes are coming to your career. She's also holding the moon here. We've got waxing moon and waning moon on either side as well. So the moon phases are going to be very important for you to tune into, as well as like the transit of the sun over your 10th house, and also your first house. And then of course your solar return, which would be your birthday. Very important key times for you to really tune into this sense of purpose and passion, because we also have the Nine of Wands or Nine of Inspiration in this card here, which I always call this my Olympic athlete card. This is someone who has, they've seen some stuff. They have been around the block. It's not their first rodeo whatsoever. It's not your first rodeo, group 2. And don't quit, because you are so close to that finish line. Even if you don't see that light at the end of the tunnel yet, boy, just you wait. This is something very creative, very inspiring, very beautiful and glorious. This is a major up level to your sacral chakra and your solar plexus chakra, I'm seeing, as well as the throat chakra with that singing. There's this need to sing, because that vibration that your singing voice, even if you don't consider yourself a singer or like, ooh, I'm off key, I can't carry a tune, it doesn't matter. It's just you utilizing what God gave you, what you have, to create that resonance with expressing yourself, bringing your creativity to light. That's what you're being called to do, and that's what's going to shift or change for many of you, especially those of you who've had some sort of creative block, writer's block, just felt like, kind of blah. Even if you are creating things, you're like, is this even good? Is it bad? Like, I can't even tell. But the creations or the things you're gonna start churning out, you're gonna know they're good, and not like from that egotistical kind of way, but you're gonna feel how inspired your creations, even your words, your singing voice, the things you're speaking or communicating to others, the things you're creating, you're gonna see how touched by the divine they are, and you're gonna almost be in awe of yourself. If this hasn't already happened, it's coming for you. Wish fulfillment. Yes, let's be in awe of you, group number 2, because you deserve it. You have been working so diligently most of your life to create something beautiful and purposeful and passionate, something you're passionate about. And you're going to bring this forward. Okay, wow. The spider, creative projects. Yes, please. Yes, king. Yes, queen. And the bee, luck, industriousness, and sweet victory in your creative projects. And there's progression here, because we're going from the 15 to the 16. And this is not just any old bee. This is the queen bee. This is the queen bee. Yes, king. Yes, queen. I can't even tell you how excited I am right now for you. Wow. This is a major up level. And those of you who have actually been seeing spiders, even if you're afraid of spiders, please take this as a visit from Spirit to let you know that you are weaving something or creating something that is worthwhile, that matters to this world, that this world desperately needs. And that's bringing up this old pick a card that is still, I think, just as relevant, if not more relevant now than it was even when I posted it back in 2019, I think it was, 2020 quite possibly, early 2020, if I'm remembering correctly. I think it was early 2020 now that I'm, maybe January 6th, 2020 or February 6th. I know it was on the 6th of the month. But it's, one thing I talked about in that reading, I'm going to link it up here. So those of you who want to really tune into this creativity, that reading will really take this reading here to the next level for you. If you're not really interested in creativity, don't worry about it. But what I had talked about in that reading was that the opposite of war is not peace. The opposite of war is art. And you would think, well, you know, if we're in kind of a fight or flight, like a war-like reality, like what does it matter if I'm creating art? Like that just has no bearing here. We need to get to a safe place. We need to do this. We need to do that. And that kind of goes like back to Maslow's hierarchy of needs. Like if you can't even provide for yourself, how are you going to create something beautiful? You're just busy grinding to focus on just surviving day after day. You know, think of the people on The Walking Dead. You know, they're not sitting around making art. But that's what's crazy here, and it seems so almost counterintuitive, but when you can tune in or tap into that flow of your creative energy, that is spiritual energy, and that really does help raise your vibration. So, you know, maybe some of these people on The Walking Dead, and I haven't watched that show for years, so like I don't know what they're doing now, but like the last season I ever watched was the first episode of season 6, and if you know what happened, you know, with Lucille and some characters in that, I just said, no, I'm not watching this anymore. They can't, this has just gone too far. Like for me, maybe not for you, but for me. So this is about, even if things look really dire in your life, make time for your creative projects. Make time to just unwind and have fun. If creativity means something to you. But I don't think you would have selected group 2 if creativity didn't mean something to you. I think it really does. Even those of you who have really gotten out of touch with your creative spark or your creative endeavors, you're tuning back in, because this is not a sprint. This is a marathon, and you guys are going to win this marathon because you have the victory here. And not just any victory, sweet victory. Luck, and really luck has nothing to do with it. This is past karma coming back, past hard work and effort you put into something, because you've been so, you know, focused on what it is you're doing. And this is beautiful. Let's see what else is coming through for group number 2. Wish fulfillment, blessings, recognition, anything that needs to come through. And this one's poking out as well. We've got here, manifesting miracles with Archangel Orion. Thank you, Orion, for manifesting your miracles in my world. So some of you actually may be really tuned into or really enjoy the constellation of Orion. And I actually have Orion's belt here on my arm. I'm going to show you guys. Maybe the lighting is not going to show it off very well, but I got 1, 2, 3. Can we see this? Orion's belt. Kind of difficult. There we go. We got it. Nope, not quite. All right. We got 1, 2, 3. I got that there, and I've got it 3 other places on my body. Just this ... Orion's belt. So some of you may actually have moles in that pattern of Orion's belt, or you've really just been drawn to that section of the sky with maybe the Pleiades and Taurus and Orion, maybe even like Gemini area. But miracles are coming. This is just double confirmation. I mean, you already clicked on this video to know that there are some beautiful miracles coming your way, but double confirmation. And then we have new beginning, and that's exactly, because you're about to close out this old cycle. You've got 2 9s here. You're closing out something of that's blocking you, or, you know, kind of obstructing you from really stepping into your purpose. And once you step past this energy or close out these old cycles, you are stepping directly into your purpose. Thank you, angels, for opening up the doors to change. I am ready. You are ready. You are ready for these changes, and you're going to conquer this. All right, what else is going on? Blessings coming in. Wish fulfillment, recognition for group 2. We have outrageous openness. We're going to read that in about 2 seconds. Let's just get one more. And right now. So things are shifting right now. I mean, you don't even have to wait to claim this reading. Just claim it right now. It's yours. But outrageous openness, it says here, dear love, open me to your will, release me from my attachments, surprise and delight me with your plan. You know what's needed, and I am open to receive those miracles. Yes, you are. And I've already been talking about that, so I'm not going to reaffirm that. We know this. And then right now, stay in the present and don't get too far ahead of the flow. You'll start to trust that nothing more will come than can be handled each moment. And that really pairs well with this 9 of Wands, 9 of Inspiration card here, because even if you, like I said, you can't see that light at the end of the tunnel yet, just knowing that it exists and tuning into that future version of yourself that's already through that tunnel, that's really going to help bring you forward and bring you toward it. Okay, so let's get some words of advice or wisdom from Spirit, and then we are going to grab a couple of these months of the year to see what months that these wish fulfillments, these recognition, this blessings and manifestations are coming in for you, group number 2. All right, words of advice for this coming through. We have dragonfly, so that might actually be one of your spirit guides, or when you see the dragonfly, you know major transformation is in the air, because it says here, transformation is in the air, because you, like the dragonfly, can move back and forth across the veil that separates the here and the hereafter, transmitting wisdom with your gossamer wings, turning yesterday's pain into tomorrow's gain. Yes, all that insomnia, that anxiety, stress, worry of that you've had in the past, and maybe even now and in the future, you're transmuting that specifically into something really creative. For some of you, this could be, again, like wanting to birth a child. Really picking that up strong for one person here. Okay, and months of the year. Let's just see. And what I did in group 1 is the 2 months that we drew were like the key months or the highlight months, but we're also going to go from the first card to the second card, kind of the time frame between this card and this card. So let's see what's going on. When are these manifestations, wish fulfillments, recognitions coming in for group number 2? So we have the month of October. So October through whatever month is here. Oh, there it was. October through May. So there's a nice, 6 to 7 month window of time. And at the time of my filming this, October is still a ways off, but it's fast approaching. Like time, like this year has gone by so quickly, at least for me. So before you know it, you're going to be in this corridor of major transformation in your life, and specifically the month of October and the month of May. I told group 1 if you wanted to put a little reminder on your phone or your calendar that Amanda from the Dunn Creative said that sometime in October or between the months of October and May, I would have this beautiful manifestation, wish fulfillment, recognition, all these fun things coming through. Specifically the month of October, so October 1st, set your calendar. Amanda said something great was coming in. And May, Amanda said something great was coming in. Because these months themselves are also really big portals of energy for you. All right, group 2, that's all I'm seeing for you. Please feel free to let me know below what you thought, if it resonated, any stories you want to share. And before I say goodbye, I just want to say a very special thank you to those who have been sending the super thanks and the donations. The super thanks, that's the little heart with the $sign right below the video here. Thank you so much. Like, you don't even know how much you have helped keep this channel going. Like, words just keep escaping me every time I try to talk about it, but I just get choked up with emotion that you guys really do, consider this content worthy of your time and effort, and give back. Thank you so much. And those that don't want to do the super thanks, I do have my PayPal linked below for donations as well, and it's never expected at all, but always very greatly and highly appreciated. Thank you so much. And thanks again so much for all those likes, those comments, shares, subscribe, super thanks, donations, and all the things. And I really truly do hope to see you, group 2, right here back at the Dunn Creative. All right, bye. All right, group number 3, or those of you who selected the White Newman Tarot, this is going to be your message about wish fulfillment, recognition, blessings coming in, just anything Spirit wants to bring forward. And group 1 set a precedent. We actually drew 4 tarot. Oh, I see one flipped. Okay. We actually drew 4 tarot cards when I actually intended to draw 2. So we're going to draw 4 for you as well. So what needs to come through for group number 3? Please, Spirit, wish fulfillment, recognition, reward, abundance, blessings. What is coming for group number 3? Oh, there we go. We'll take it. What's going on? That over there. Okay, so we have the Queen of Cups, Judgment, the Moon, and the 9 of Wands. And it's very interesting, the 9 of Wands was in this same position in group number 2, of course with a different deck, but wow. So you guys may have also selected group 2. Doesn't necessarily have to for this message to still come through for you. But wow, let me just take a look at this, because major transformation is coming to your spiritual senses, your psychic gifts. Even those of you that are like, I'm not psychic at all. You are, though. Look, we've got a third eye wide open here on her forehead, and then this one's cracked open like something's about to come forward, or the light is coming through. So you're getting major downloads, maybe even in your dream state, or like meditation, or if you're journaling. I'm seeing automatic writing being something you guys could really tune into and really benefit from. Being out in nature really does heighten your spiritual senses, specifically your clairvoyance, claircognizance, clairaudience, and even your clairsentience I'm seeing really highlighted. And the clear smelling, I think it's called clair olfact, I don't remember. The clear smelling or the psychic smelling. So maybe some of you have been smelling smoke. I'm seeing smoke, and I'm seeing like a floral kind of scent. And you keep thinking, where is that smell coming from? It's not a bad smell. Even if it is smoke, it's not like worrying. It's more earthy than like a cigarette smoke, those that are smelling this. And it is from spirit, and it has a really good message that you are on the right path, is what I'm hearing. And this smell is actually coming, your guides and a crossover loved one are bringing this to you to really bring your awareness to what you're thinking about, what you're doing, what's going on in your life when you smell this smoke. Those that you're like, what is she talking about? That might have just been for a handful of people or just one person specifically. But for the rest of you, wow, you've got 2 major arcanas here. So there are some major transformational vibes going on. And at the very end of the reading, we're going to get a time frame of when this is happening and 2 months that we're really highlighting that major transformations and shifts are happening in your wish fulfillment, recognition, blessings, manifestations, all this fun stuff. But we're going to wait to the end for that. But let's see. Major intuition with also the moon card. I mean, we got 3 cards of major intuition going on, and also the more negative aspect of the moon is, not seeing clearly, illusions and believing something that's not true. But because this is wish fulfillment, things that you once believed that were not true, or things you thought you knew, it's like you're seeing the actual truth of it, not the truth that you're hoping to see. And this could even be about someone you're in a relationship with, a friendship, a coworker, a significant other. You're seeing that they had lied to you, or they just weren't as forthcoming as they should have been about something in their life, and you're seeing through their BS. Your intuition's on point. Ain't nobody gonna get away with lying to you during these next however many months. Wow, this is major, major stuff. And you're even letting go of a lot of past baggage, or just really heavy emotions, a lot of emotional just baggage and sadness, a lot of crying, maybe even anger for some of you. You're releasing this. You're letting go of something that happened in your past. Doesn't mean you're going to forget about it forever, but it's like letting go of a major chunk of this thing that's been holding you back from your highest spiritual potential, your highest physical, emotional, and also mental potential. Because you have here the 9 of Wands, which is about going the distance. Yes, it's a difficult energy, but after that, difficult time, after the storm comes the rainbow. And I forgot to tell you guys, there's actually a summer storm rolling in, and that's why I decided to kind of have the more ambient lighting, kind of subdued lighting, and darker lighting. I cannot speak today. I'm really feeling that after a time of, perceived darkness, and, darkness is actually, there's nothing evil about darkness. It is the feminine energy, where the light is the masculine energy. The sun gives off the light. The moon reflects the light. The moon, it doesn't produce its own light, according to what we've been told by science. So, at its core, it is the dark energy, the feminine energy, and then the sun is the masculine and light energy. But you're finding a balance of the two, because we've got 2 Newmans here. And this is about finding that divine feminine and divine masculine balance. This is very powerful. And nurturing yourself. There's a lot of self-care vibes going on in this as well. Being able to take that vacation, being able to go to that spa or get that massage or get your hair did, where maybe before you're like, oh, I can't afford it, or oh, why waste money on that? You're treating yourself. And others may be treating you as well. Maybe you're getting a birthday, gift certificate or something. You're just feeling a lot more invested in your personal growth, your self-care, your self-love, the development of your spiritual gifts, and what you're here to do on this planet. You're really tuning into this. So a lot of your wish fulfillment, not to say it's not coming out in the external world, like with money and material wealth and all this, but mostly what I'm seeing coming for you guys is like a major internal shift. Of course, then it will be, reflected out in the external, but for the most part, having this major paradigm shift from the inside out is going to completely shift your perception about who you are, about what you're here to do, about others, about the world, about the universal energies, just about everything. It might be a book that really opens your eyes, or a movie you see. There's something that's perceivably outside of you that your higher self actually attracted you toward, that is going to be like a big epiphany for you, that's really going to crack your spiritual progress wide open. Even if you've really gone down that road of spirituality, you ain't seen nothing yet. You're just elevating that much more. It's almost like no matter how far you've been on this spiritual path and you consider yourself an expert or intermediate or whatever, you're going to look like a beginner again, or you're going to feel like that energy, that leveled up version of you is such a beginner compared to where you're going, you guys. It's beautiful. All right, what else is coming in? Wish fulfillment, recognition, blessings, rewards. For group number 3, please, Spirit. We want to know everything. We've got letting go and fear. We're letting go of fear. We've got the master number 44 here, and also the number 48, and 4 plus 8 adds up to 12, which adds up to 3. So any of these numbers might be relevant to you. We've also got the number 20 here that's really highlighting for you guys, or the number 2. So you guys are letting go of fear. That's one of the major things. And I think with this 9 of Wands energy, sometimes you feel like you're almost to the finish line of something or some, situation in your life, and then you start to back away or back off because you're like, well, what if people think I'm, too much? Or what if I don't do good enough? It's almost like you're dimming your light in the 11th hour. You're dimming your light and kind of going back to 6 o'clock instead of 11 o'clock and then moving to 12 o'clock. I don't know why the clock is such a thing, but maybe you felt in the past or even right now like, well, I missed my chance. I missed my time. I'm too old now, or I should have done that 4 years ago, Time's going to pass anyway, so you might as well start whatever it is you want to start now, that you are now beating yourself up for not starting in the past. Start it now. I think some of you have already started this thing and you're just giving yourself that pep talk to keep on going with it. So keep on keeping on, yes, but you're letting go of the fears that have been holding you back from stepping into this spiritual potential. I'm seeing someone who hasn't really wanted to tune into their spiritual gifts because it kind of scares you. You're like, I don't want to see entities. I don't want to be possessed by a demon, and whatever fears may come up surrounding your spiritual progress or your spiritual gifts, but you're moving through those, or you're letting those go. And even your fear of progressing in the physical plane or material world as well, you're letting that go, which is powerful. That is so powerful, you guys. All right, what other blessings, abundance, wish fulfillment, recognition, manifestations are coming in for group number 3? We have here change and transition. Yes, we've been talking about this whole time. Thank you, Azrael, for leading me safely through this change. So we've got Archangel Azrael here, so we might be working with Archangel Azrael at times. And we also have the miracle of nature. Yes, like I was saying, getting out in nature, that connection you have to nature. Some of you may really identify with the Fae or nature spirits, air spirits as well, I'm seeing. But thank you, angels, for helping me to reconnect through nature and fresh air. You guys really do need that connection to nature and specifically fresh air. And you guys have this ability to talk to the nature spirits and also the sylphs or the air spirits, where they're showing me like all these chemtrails, like these, trails left behind and then the sky goes white. You have the ability to call in the sylphs to dissipate those chemtrails and bring it back to blue sky. You have that ability. If you didn't know that, now you do. Test it out, try it out, see what you can do. And I'm also seeing like rain dance, like Native American rain dance. Major chills coming in. Past life energies coming in hot. We didn't get past life stuff for any of the other piles, but it's very relevant for you, group 3. Past life, you were a shaman, you were a medicine man, and also you led like certain dances. I'm seeing 2 specific past lives. One from a Native American tribe where you were a shaman, and another one from I'm showing me like South America tribe or people that were doing a rain dance. You still have that ability to make rain happen or to make the weather shift, and the weather may even shift according to your moods. So when you're in a bad mood, you experience weather you're not that happy with, but when you're in a really good mood, it's like the weather just plays right along with what you love. So test that out as well. Wow, you guys are very powerful beings, and the more you embrace these gifts, the more magical and masterful you can become. They're also showing me candle magic. Looking into candle magic. There's a lot of videos here on YouTube or books on Amazon or wherever you buy books about candle magic, and it's just about setting intentions, which intentions are everything. Especially with you guys being able to set your intentions, set your sights on that prize. You know, I always call this my Olympic athlete card. You know, the Olympic gymnast isn't just kind of going willy-nilly throughout their day. They know that main goal is to win that gold medal. They're setting that intention, and a lot of times they expect to win, and then when they don't, they're highly disappointed. But just setting the intention that I'm going for the gold. Like, they know what they're working so hard day in, day out, blood, sweat, tears, and emotions. They know why they show up every day. It's for that gold medal, or for that feeling that the gold medal will bring, or, you know, whatever it is. So put your scenario here and set those intentions for that desired outcome, but then detach from the outcome. That's the important thing, because if we are holding on to that outcome, a lot of times we can't release it to the universe for that outcome to come full circle and become the outcome we want, right? All right, so let's see. What other wish fulfillment? Recognition, rewards, abundance, amazing blessings coming in for group number 3, please, Spirit. That's too many, but they want this one. Okay. And look on the back, we got awakening. So yes, major awakening vibes with that judgment card. And we have reframe. This is happening for me, not to me. Yes. And going back to that Olympic athlete kind of example, you know, an athlete has an injury, you know, sprains an ankle, the gymnast sprains an ankle or something. And a lot of times, you know, they're like, I don't have time for this. I got to keep, you know, training, and I got to nail that one landing. And oh my gosh, I just can't do this. But instead of that Olympic athlete focusing on, oh, what am I missing out on? I'm going to miss out on all these hours of practice and perfection and nuancing my routine. And instead reframe that this is happening for me, not to me. This is a gift, literally a gift, that I sprained my ankle so I could take a step back, because maybe there was something in the rotation I was doing that was not quite right. And me stepping back and not doing it for a few weeks or whatever is going to put that perspective, that higher perspective, in my sight or my timeline. This is a major timeline shifting energy. Even if everything you think you or perceivably have been working for is now feels like it's going up in flames in some way, this is all by divine design. Your higher self is orchestrating these things. So reframing, rather than this is happening for me, not to me. Because if something's happening to you, you're a victim. But if it's happening for you, you know you're being supported and loved, and you have that faith and trust in the universe. And we also have inner power, and I was really focusing in on that higher self coming through to shift these things, or to bring these newer timelines, or to you know, make certain things crumble in your life. Your higher self is orchestrating these things, like I had said. And there's that Leo energy, or that, you know, strength card energy as well. Give me the courage and the power to do what must be done. And for some of you, this might look like pulling the plug on a job or a relationship or bad habits. You know, you're gonna, whatever is meant for you to pull the plug on, or to, you know, finally face those fears and, you know, shine your light brighter. Go for something more than you've given yourself credit for in the past. Do what needs to be done. You're gonna ask spirit or your higher self or your own, you know, guidance for the courage to, and the power to do what must be done. Doesn't mean you're not afraid. Doesn't mean the fear isn't there, but you're doing it anyway. And in the doing, the fear just kind of evaporates, because you're like, well, I'm doing it. I mean, they're showing me like a little kid on training wheels. The parent takes off one training wheel, and they're kind of leaning to one side on that, real heavily on that one training wheel that's remaining, but then the parent takes that one training wheel off, and the kid's like, please don't let go, daddy. Please don't let go, mommy. And, you know, you're pushing the child, and then you let go because they're doing it. And you're like, don't look now, but you're doing it. And then they're like, wow, I'm doing it. And that fear of, oh my gosh, what if I fall? What if I get hurt? I mean, it still may be there until they really get it down. But that power, that inner power that comes forward with them knowing that, hey, I was upright on my bike by myself for 5 seconds, so I can do it again, and keep going. That's what you're learning here. That's one of the major gifts or blessings, or, you know, wish fulfillment's coming to you, is you're realizing I can do these things, these difficult things, or these things that I felt like I wasn't good enough for. I can do them. I can have the life I want. I can. Because when we say I can't, we literally make that possible. Whether you say you can or you can't, you are right. That's a quote. Yes. All right. let's get a word of advice or wisdom from Spirit. Just anything you need to know about your wish fulfillment, recognition, reward, abundance. Well, big red bow. And there's another gift analogy. Gifts. Major gifts. Imagine everything you look at as a gift wrapped in a gigantic red bow. Your car, your cat, your washing machine, your bills, even your family members. Gaze upon the tangible and intangible aspects of your life and behold how blessed and lucky you are. And of course, because this is a reading about how blessed and perceivably lucky, really luck has not a lot to do with it. It's usually about karma and balancing things out and, recognition or reward for past efforts a lot of times. From past lives. It's not even from this life sometimes. But you really are activating your Jupiter or they're showing me also Sagittarius energy. You're activating this in your chart right now. And some of you may even have a Sagittarius 9th house. And those that don't, also your 9th house. So wherever Sagittarius is in your chart and also wherever the 9th house is in your chart, whatever's going on, whatever planets are there aspecting there, whatever sign rules that chart, say, like in my instance, Gemini is my 9th house, so I would look for Mercury, who rules Gemini, not only about my 9th house, but the 9th house lord, which is Mercury. So my Mercury's in my 8th house, so I look at both of those houses and really see, and also Sagittarius is my 3rd house. I've got South Node in Sagittarius, and then in my 9th house I've got Moon and Rahu, North Node and South Node, those of you that follow Western astrology. So I got a lot going on in those. This might be my pile, I don't know. I love it though. I love this for you guys. This is amazing. Okay, so let's get the time frame and specifically the months, the 2 months that are really transformational months for you. And between the first month and the second month here, that's going to be the time frame through which this is most likely to manifest. But remember, we are always shifting timelines, so these time frames are just an estimate, so don't, stick to them 100%. So the first month we have here is May. This month of May, this might be collective. It's come out in all 3 piles. Let's just put that out there. There might be a major up level or major timeline shift going on in May. And the next May we're having, at least the time I'm filming this will be May 2023. If you're watching this 2024, 25, 30, 40, I don't even know if YouTube will be a thing back at that time. I almost said back then, like, wow, the future's the past. How trippy. But whenever you're watching this, the next May that's coming up. So if you're in April of 2023 and the next May is the next month, great. But for those of us watching in July of 2022 when I'm filming this, May is a long way off a little bit here now. And we also have the month of January, which this has come out, I think, in group 1 as well. Maybe it was group 2. No, it was group 1. Group 1. Okay, so between the months of May and January, that's actually quite a timeline. So those that are watching right now, at the time of my filming this will be May of 2023 through January of 2024 for you. And I know that's so far away, but like anything worth the wait, it's just worth the wait. Like, Spirit's like, oh my gosh, if you only knew these gifts that are being bestowed upon you, you would allow this time for it to manifest. And there's where this 9 of Wands comes in. It's a little bit of bad news that you guys might have to wait a little longer than some of these other piles. But at the same time, I think your reward is going to be just as sweet, if not sweeter, than these other piles. So let's just put that out there, group 3. You guys are always a little extra on my channel. I don't know what it is about you, but I love you so much. But yeah, this is about you. And I even told the other piles, maybe putting a little reminder on your phone, the next May 1st, say, Amanda from the Dunn Creative said something really great and amazing and transformational and wish fulfilling was going to happen this month through January of the next coming year after this May, whatever May that is you're watching, and then put another reminder on your phone January 1st. Amanda said something amazing was going to happen this month, very transformational and wish fulfilling. So that maybe even years down the road, you can check back into this reading and see what's up. And let me know what happened. I would love to hear from you in the future. I know it's probably difficult to find this reading again, but I don't know. You can save it to a playlist or something. I don't know. You do you. You do what you want to do. But I don't want to leave. You guys, this is such fun energy that you give off, and I just don't want to leave. But I will say, you feel free to let me know below any thoughts you have, any stories you want to share, what you're looking forward to, or what you think this might be pertaining to in your life. Please let me know below. I love to hear from you guys. And I just want to say before we go, a quick special thank you to those who have been sending donations and the super thanks. The super thanks is a little heart button with the $sign in the middle right below the video where you can donate. And I also have my PayPal donation linked in the description below. Oh my gosh, you guys, this is helping keep my channel afloat during these hard times that I've been going through on YouTube. So thank you, each and every one of you who have been utilizing those resources for my channel and supporting my channel in those ways. And you guys are, may that bless you 1,000-fold for what you're giving. I love you guys so much. I just wanted to say thanks again so much for all those likes, comments, shares, subscribes, super thanks, donations, and all the things. And I really truly do see you, Group 3, right here back at the Dunn Creative. All right, bye.